for staying with us on the Joy News Prime time now for the sport. I'm Gary Al Smith. I'll update you on what's happening in the English Premier League and also some renovation news on the Azumah Nelson Sports Complex and more. Thank you for your time. It's round 2 of Arsenal versus Man City. Round 1 ended with a comprehensive City win 3-0 in the Carabao Cup final Sunday. It's Thursday, and this time it's the Premier League. It's still one-sided. As you can see, it's 3-0, and it's not even half-time to Manchester City. Arsenal are having a nightmare. In fact, thousands of fans did not show up at the stadium. Apparently, well, they can't be bothered to see what's going on. And you know, Arsene Wenger has been embroiled in a lot of controversy, especially as fans call for his exit from the club. Whether this is in response or it's because of the very cold temperatures that are being recorded in London, it's another matter. Boxing next, and Azumah Nelson, the sports complex, Azumah Nelson Sports Complex is up for renovation. It's going to cost $4 million, and the work has started. We understand that it's going to take 16 months, as we can see in this report by Asari Vidiako.
The Azumah Nelson Sports Complex has not seen a major renovation in the last 2 decades. The facility used to be the camping base of countless national sports teams and Ghanaian football clubs. During the renovation of the Accra Sports Stadium back in 2007, Hearts of Oak and Great Olympics used the then Kaneshie Sports Complex as home venue for Ghana Premier League matches. The facility, which will cost $4 million, is expected to be ready in 16 months' time. When completed, the Azumah Nelson Sports Complex will boast of a state-of-the-art mini stadium with a FIFA standard football pitch and an 8-lane tartan tracks. The facility will also have a tennis court, handball courts, a swimming pool and a boxing gymnasium. Cutting a sword for the rehabilitation of the Azumah Nelson Sports Complex on Thursday morning, Youth and Sports Minister Isaac Isiama highlighted the important role the facility will play in sports development.
Clearly, this facility was built in the 70s, and in the 70s it used to host some of our national teams. And obviously, doing that, you save more money, you make more savings. So that's what we believe in. Instead of spending so much on hotel bills for our national teams, it is prudent, better, makes economic sense that we host them here. Because when they come here, everything will be here. Swimming pool, access to gym, all those things will be here. So that they will, of course, to serve a dual purpose, value for money, all these things will be achieved. So I believe that our national teams, youth camps, and all these things can be held here. That is why we want to put it as a youth center of excellence. Everything will be here to attract more young people to this place.
The renovation of the Azumah Nelson Sports Complex is being undertaken by New Case Construction Limited.
Next up, building up to the Commonwealth Games. It seems we do that every day now, don't we? That you should understand that the tournament is upon us just about a month from now. And the preparation for the Gold Coast, which is where it's going to take place, has been the best in recent times. That's not according to me. That's according to the Ghana Olympic Committee President, Ben Mensah.
Ghanaians expect that we'll do better than we did in Glasgow, and that is what it has to be. Myself, the minister, anybody associated with the games, anybody associated with the athlete preparation, I think we don't have any choice. We have to do better. I can say confidently that I'm very impressed with our preparation for this current Commonwealth Games compared to what we did for Glasgow. We've been very lucky. Most of our athletes are based outside. For instance, weightlifting, I have 2 of my athletes in the US. I have 1 in the UK. Okay, the other one is locally based. So I think that we're getting the best of technical support. We're getting the best of training facilities for athletes, especially those who are based outside. And with the local preparation and with the ministry and the NSA coming in to give a bit of support, I think that things are being done much better than we did for Glasgow. As you're aware, the Deputy Minister and the team just got back from Australia not too long ago. They made arrangements for our pre-games campaign. I think in a few days' time, payments will be made for the facilities that we secured. The GOC has already paid for accommodation for our dignitaries, and so that has been sorted out. Kitting is being done by the logistics subcommittee, which is chaired by the president for BAD meeting, and I believe that things are being done so that as quickly as possible, or maybe just when we get to the pre-games championship, all our kits and kitting will be given to the individual athletes. I believe that that's what the subcommittees focus, and that's what they are working towards.
It's transfer season in a certain part of the world, like we said. Richmond Boakye Adam signed quite an interesting deal with a Chinese club, and there is another African player who has put pen to paper. Let's get the latest.
Yet another African superstar has broken the transfer record for the most expensive African footballer on the planet. This time it's Cedric Bakumba. The French-born DR Congo international has left Spain for China for around $90 million. The fee involved in the move from Villarreal to Beijing includes $40 million that was paid in tax alone. He beats the record that Gabon's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang held for barely a month. His move from Arsenal to Borussia Dortmund was barely $77 million. Bakumba was unveiled with a host of new signings and even gave us a little bit of Chinese.
I'm very happy to be here in my new team, and I hope we will make a very good season, and good luck for us. Xie.
Xie, indeed. The 2018 Mexico Open is on, and some good players are there. Alexander Zverev is one of them, as he won.
Alexander Zverev faced compatriot Peter Gojowczyk in the second round of the Mexico Open. Gojowczyk made a promising start, breaking Zverev in the second game to lead 2-love. Zverev, though, broke in Game 5 to reduce the deficit in the set before serving to level. That's how it stayed until the tie-break, Zverev battling his way to a 7-6 first set win. In the second set, second seed Zverev made the crucial break in Game 8. That saw him establish a 5-3 lead and meant he could serve out the match in the next game. Zverev is through to the quarterfinals thanks to a 7-6, 6-3 win. Dominic Thiem faced Canadian Denis Shapovalov in round 2 of the Mexico Open. The third seed broke 18-year-old Shapovalov right at the start before serving for a 2-game cushion. And he broke for a second time in Game 7 for 5-2 before serving out a first set victory. Thiem broke twice in the second set as well. The first break came in the 7th game, which saw him lead 4-3. And then the Austrian broke in the final game, his 4th break of the match, to secure a straight sets victory.
We are waiting for the 2020 Olympic Games. Will Ghana be there? Well, that's another question for another time. However, the city itself is gearing up its preparations. This time, an update on the mascot.
A pair of futuristic digital characters will be the mascots for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics and Paralympics. Organizers unveiled the winning designs at a school in Tokyo on Wednesday. About 6.5 million school children took part in voting for one of 3 shortlisted designs, with their classes casting a single vote. The winning pair, clad in the Ichimatsu checkered pattern of the game's official logo, received 109,041 votes. The names will be decided by copywriters and other professionals and announced in July or August. The selection process involving school children was introduced to get the kids enthusiastic about the games while also ensuring transparency. The original official logo was hit with plagiarism allegations and scrapped. The Tokyo Olympics are scheduled to run between the 24th of July to the 9th of August 2020.
That's it for the sport. I will be back at 10:30 to show you highlights of the games happening around Europe, especially that Arsenal versus Man City game, which looks like, if Arsenal don't take care, it's going to be a hammer, and also the Barcelona game as well. I'm Gary Al Smith. I'll see you in a few hours.